taking one back to the house.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
He'll bring it out. It's Hankins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. What a play on that return, but will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead as we get a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Oregon Ducks offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Dante Moore, he was right on target in their victory last time out. Better than 70% completion rate and more than 350 yards.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it, has been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
He's going to take off. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They're going to ride this running back, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. Moore. Here's a heat. Finds some time. There he goes. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hankins. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking for a man, it's Hauser. Gets it out quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Dante Moore. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 30. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Past the 40. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Throwing more. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Quarterback may change this route. Gets the back moving. Moore to the air. Bringing the heat. Firing to the right, complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Under fire. Touchdown, Ducks. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going to the running game. Shakes off the defender. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Picks up the first down. Here's a little room there. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. Moore. Very good. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Wide receiver going in motion. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Hauser. A little release to the back. Quick step and go. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Gonna look downfield again. On the move, he fires. Working that left side. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, fighting Illini. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. They'll test the right side. There's some room.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Dante Moore. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Past the 30. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll take a shot. Intercepted to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's complete on the right side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Throwing more. Wide out trying to get it in.
Great, here we go. Booster.
He might want another play. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bear. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's Moore to throw. With the catch, it's Bear. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. It's complete. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Let's go. Level. Hydro. Slide.
Moore. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They'll throw it from the red zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good...